Howdy ho, everybody! Hello. First things first, I'm never saying howdy ho again because that felt so weird. So, first of all, in case you don't know who I am Jeremy from all the anime / Anime Limited / that company that makes collector editions and ultimate editions of stuff. Which is literally how someone described the company this weekend down at the booth when I was there on Friday. I was standing by the Mob Psycho wall, which some of you may have seen, and just went, "Hey, you work for that company that does all the collector and ultimate editions, don't you?" And to which I just responded, "Yeah." So anyway, I digress. I'm Jeremy from all the anime / Anime Limited. I am the marketing executive / the tall dude / the guy with long hair / as someone described it earlier, I'm standing next to the lanky man with a ponytail. Can you tell it's been a weekend, everybody? We are here to talk about all the anime and what we have been doing, because down at our booth this weekend, there's been a lot going on. How many of you have been down there with a show of hands?
Yes, you take my money.
Awesome! Job done, thank you for coming. So, yeah, we've got a lot going on at the moment. How many of you have been keeping track of our announcement wall?
Yeah.
Cool. How many of you with a show of hands have not been keeping track of our announcement wall? Right, I've got to bring you up to speed then. He pulls up his nose. So far this weekend, we've announced a fair amount of stuff that we're going to be bringing over to these shores over the next year or so. How many of you like Mob Psycho 100? How many of you have not heard of Mob Psycho 100? How many of you know the show One Punch Man? He did that. So there you go, we're bringing Mob Psycho 100, which is also streaming over at Crunchyroll at the moment, and the simuldub is going to be on Funimation now, if memory serves. So if you want to check it out, give it a watch, and we'll be releasing it down the line, which, I won't lie, I'm really excited about. Also, Assassination Classroom Season 2. We're going to be releasing that. Kiss Him, Not Me.
Whoa.
Which almost sounds like I just said like that to someone else, but I really didn't. There will be a simulcast of that coming very soon, everybody. We know that that's not actually available to watch in the UK at the moment. Working on it. That's the company line, I've been told. Working on it. Which means soon. Elsewhere on the announcement wall, March came in like a lion.
Whoa.
Or March comes in like a lion. I've been told 2 different titles. Either way, that's the show. And also, some of you may have heard of a film called A Silent Voice.
Whoa.
Japanese title Koi no Kitachi. We announced that during our panel on Friday. This is a film, for those of you who don't know, which deals with a very, very tough subject matter, if I say so myself, because it deals with the idea of a deaf girl being bullied at school, and sort of how the guy who was then doing it almost kind of wants to make amends, become friends with them, and it had its premiere it was over a week ago now. Man, we're nearly in November, everybody. I'm scared. Had its premiere about a week ago or so, and the reaction of people coming out of that screening was mental. People were emotionally drained. They said it was the best thing they've seen. Twitter was imploding of people being emotionally drained and weeping, and also of having people saying, "I can't see it yet!" But that's where we come in, because we're going to be bringing it to cinemas probably around December, early January time is what we're hoping. It's probably not going to be to the scale of Your Name, which is the new Makoto Shinkai film, November 24th in cinemas, yournamethemovie.co.uk. Can you tell I do this for a job? So it will be coming to cinemas, A Silent Voice. It will be coming, there'll be more details coming very soon. We're going to try and get it in as many locations as we can, because you guys really need to see this. But down the line, there will be a release of it as well. Then we move to Saturday, in case you're still awake from yesterday. Because, you know, there was an extra hour, and as far as many people were concerned in Novotel last night, more drinking time! So, Evangelion 1.11. Boo? Who says boo at a panel?
Nobody cares. It's already been released really recently.
In case you couldn't hear that, it's already been released really, really recently. So, I'm glad this has come up. So, story time with Jeremy, as it were. So, some of you are probably wondering, why the heck is Anime Limited releasing Evangelion 1.11, given that it has already been released fairly recently, as the gentleman in the front here said. So, what it is that the way I regard it is that we want to rebuild Evangelion in the UK, pun intended. So, the starting point is Evangelion 1.11. One would hope that would mean down the line there might be an option to maybe get the other films, or in an ideal world, he says, acknowledging he's crossing his fingers, really freaking hoping it's going to happen one day because he badly wants it himself. One would hope this may lead to an option for a television series release.
Yes.
I'm going to say this for the record. I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know. I want it to happen. I don't know. So watch this space. There was a really awkward silence, so someone had to end it there. Also, Princess Arete, which is a film you may not have heard of before. You'll be hearing more about it soon. Stay tuned. Also, we announced the series Joker Game, which some of you may have seen, what was it, last season on Crunchyroll, and it's now getting its simul-dub on Funimation now. So if you want to check it out, that's where you can do it. That will be coming down the line. Also, how many of you like Sword Art Online?
Yes.
How many of you want to see the Sword Art Online movie?
Yep.
Oh, what just happened there? Ooh, don't know what happened there, did you? So, in short, we're bringing the Sword Art Online movie to the UK. And when I say that, I don't just mean like on DVD and Blu-ray, I mean we're putting it in the cinema. So you will actually get to see it on the big screen. How many of you have not seen any previews for Sword Art Online, the movie, whatsoever? Cool. How about we look at the big screen and you can watch a preview then? So there you go, people. Sword Art Online Ordinal Scale will be coming to cinemas in March, I believe. Dates will be following very, very soon. Keep an eye on alltheanime.com for information as we can bring it to you. Or on Facebook and Twitter, or anywhere else you get your news, because it'll probably be there as well, let's be honest. So, moving on to what we have announced today so far. An announcement which I know for a fact caught someone so off guard, they texted me earlier to say, is this real? That being Tenchi GXP. There you go. We have 2 Tenchi fans. We're going to make a profit. So, next up, we have got Showa Genroku Rakugo. Awesome stuff. Glad you're liking that. And now, what is the next announcement of the day? I'm jumping the gun on our news wall because I have the power. That meaning they haven't put it up yet and they don't know I'm going to say it right now. So, there's literally someone in the front row waiting on his phone, just ready to type. So what I'm going to do now is, to make the camera work really awkward for our camera person over there, I'm going to walk this way. And I'm going to, oh, look at that. And I'm going to elongate this announcement a bit. So a couple of years ago, there was an anime which actually was really, really cool. People didn't expect it to be this good because when you hear on the surface, it's about farming. Then you kind of don't really know what to expect. But ever since it aired, it's been one of those elusive things of, is anyone going to pick this up? I would really like to own this. And I believe in America it only got a DVD release as well. So we're bringing Silver Spoon to the UK. Now, in terms of what formats we're doing, I can't confirm today because, well, there is a good reason for this, because literally hot off the press news. So I don't want to jump the gun and say something in case I'm wrong, because I know once it's on the internet, it can never be taken back. So I will hopefully be able to confirm that very soon for you. Hopefully, actually, when I do my wrap-up of announcements and whatnot on our blog at blog.alltheanime.com tonight, assuming I can do it tonight because I'm flying back home. But anyway, I digress. So Silver Spoon, how many of you have seen it before? Virtually none of you, that's great. So I believe you can still watch it on Crunchyroll at the moment. So if you want to sample it, you can. But honestly, give it a watch because you've never enjoyed farming so much in your life. Pardon, sorry? All I heard was the word poo. Yeah, that definitely wasn't poo that I heard. So, Freudian slip on a Sunday afternoon. So there you go. But yeah, so we've had a lot going on this weekend over at our stand. As I know, we've already taken all your entire wallet, and I'm happy about that, admittedly. How many of you like Escaflowne?
Yes! That's why I have no money.
How many of you have never seen Escaflowne? Holy crud, all right. So, Escaflowne, I would describe it as, if you're a fan of fantasy and mecha, this is the show for you. Someone just said damn it in the front row. I'm hoping that means damn it as in that means I need it. Yes. There you go. Yes, confirmed. Confirmed purchase. I'll hold you to that. So, we've done something pretty damn unique, if I do say so myself. We're bringing an Ultimate Edition over here. Now, what this means, and bear with me, if you've got a cup of coffee, start sipping it because you're going to need it. So, you've got the original TV series, which got released on here years ago by Bees Entertainment on DVD. Well, hang on. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You'll understand why I'm getting confused in a second. We've got a TV series, original Japanese with subtitles, the Bandai English dub, and there is also another version of the TV show. Add 6 more episodes. These are director's cut episodes. With the director's cut version, you also get not only the Japanese with subtitles, but the newly kickstarted Funimation-produced dub. So in essence, 3 versions of the TV show. 4 technically, if you want to be really picky and say you've got your original Japanese with both the TV broadcast and the director's cut version. Are you still with me? Then you also get Escaflowne the movie, which has never been released over here. You get original Japanese with subtitles, you get the Bandai English dub, and the new kickstarted Funimation dub. Then you also get a 140-page plus or so, I forget the exact number, but definitely at least 140 pages of a hardback art book with some blooming gorgeous art in it, if I do say so myself. I was making the unboxing that we posted on our website in my hotel room the other night because we got the first units shipped straight here to London MCM. 68 photos later, everybody. This thing is amazing. It's so damn good. But now, as you can tell, I'm a very, 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 very good rambler, as I've been going for 20 minutes. Holy crud. So I actually want to turn this over to you guys. Do any of you have any questions, be it about what we do, be it about anime in general, be it if I like Coke or Pepsi? Whichever you want. You will have to ask if you want to find out, though. If you do, I ask... Okay, hang on. With a show of hands, if you want to ask a question, do you want to stand up to a microphone about halfway down, or would you rather just shout them?
Shout.
The consensus is no exercise. Okay, then. So, yes.
When it comes to the Full Metal Alchemist UE, Andrew mentioned a few days ago that we won't be getting these slits that are on the CEs. Is there any possible way of being able to request them, like as a little extra, if we have bought a UE?
So, to add full context for everybody, with the 2 half-season sets of Full Metal Alchemist that I mentioned, they each come with a slip cover, because we need to have that so it can be stocked in retailers and such. But it's the actual digipacks, the rigid cases with the digipack inside and the art cards that are both stored inside the gate with the Ultimate Edition. You are correct, they are not included. That was really just because it actually meant we would have to adjust the size of the gate, which after it had gone into production, and resin's involved, it's a tad difficult. As to whether you can request them, I honestly don't know at this stage. If it is something that people would genuinely like who have purchased it, drop me an email, my very public email, jeremy@alltheanime.com. I'm so going to regret saying that. And then, just drop me a line, and we'll see what we can do. And if we can, we will. I can't make any promises, though. But if people genuinely want them, we'll try. Yes.
What is going on with the DVD rights to One Punch Man?
Well, we don't have them, so I can't tell you.
Any sneaky manga or anyone else?
Yeah. So, what's a friendly way I could put this? That's my previous life. Some of you will get what I mean by that. So, no, I honestly don't know. As far as I'm aware, it was announced October MCM last year on the Manga Animatsu panel. I don't know what's going on because I want the flipping DVD. Blu-ray preferably, but if it's just DVD, DVD.
Boo.
Don't boo DVD.
Yes, boo DVD.
I should be booing DVD.
General show of hands here. How many people are still just people who purchase DVDs? Just out of genuine curiosity.
Boo!
Don't boo people! No, in all seriousness, this is actually a very interesting point. DVD is still just as popular as Blu-rays are. Regardless what people may think, DVD sales are important. My mother, who refuses to upgrade to a Blu-ray player, even though I bought her one, will still only buy DVD. And at the end of the day, if people just want DVD, we are still there to bring DVD. There are some titles where we can do Blu-ray only. A case in point is the Tatami Galaxy, which we've actually... I'm glad there was a cheer for that. It's a great show. But Tatami Galaxy is actually an instance where we've only got Blu-ray rights. There was a mini applause down there. That's why I paused so awkwardly just then. So yeah, DVD is a very interesting case, but we still bring out DVDs because we know there are lots of people who just want the DVD. Next question, if there is one. Yes.
I'll ask. When can we expect the Eden of the East movies to come, seeing as the Ultimate Edition has space for the discs?
So, Eden of the East. How many of you have heard of the series before? Awesome. Not as much context needed in. To give a bit of context, though, we have picked up the rights for the television series. We announced this a few months ago, if memory serves. We are bringing it back to the UK as a collector's edition set that will also have a booklet inside with some really cool content and interviews and some background information, and really, really cool packaging as well. When we announced it, we made it clear we only have the television series. But because we knew there would be loads of people who have already bought the movies, you may want to put the movie discs inside with it. So we actually left room, genuinely just left room, for you to be able to put the 2 movie discs inside. However, things change. I wanted to see what's going to happen there. So, things change, and if memory serves, because I don't know if I've had clearance to say this could backfire on me, people, we are going to be including the movies in our release. What it does mean, I think, is that the release will be pushed back slightly. But for anyone who has purchased the set today, which just has the TV series discs in, they can drop me an email, send me proof of that they've actually bought it, because that's helpful, you know, and then we can get discs out to you once they are available. So that is the story with that. Eden of the East collection will now be coming with the 2 movies, which are Paradise Lost and King of Eden. Someone shout if I got that wrong.
No, it's right.
Go. Next question. Monkey D. Luffy in the front row of the center? Yeah, you are Luffy. Right, cool. Does our company own One Piece? If we owned One Piece, we would be minted. Because if we went all the way to Raftel and got that, that would be amazing. No, it's not actually us that actually distribute One Piece. That's actually Manga Entertainment that do that. But I'm so happy that that series is still getting released over here. I love it to bits. People who know me know what I used to do in my past life, which, again, some people will get that reference. Then, no, not a pirate. I'm not a pirate. What the heck? I might look, okay, right, credit, I might look like one. And did that show up on camera? Wait. I might look like one. But yeah, so we don't do One Piece at all, but I'm really, really happy it's still getting released. And plus, we still got a load of the movies before anywhere else, which is really cool, including the 6th movie from Mamoru Hosoda.
Whoa!
There you go.
Is that the one where he was bitching about Miyazaki the whole time?
Is that the one where he is bitching about Miyazaki the whole time? There are some words I never thought I would say during a panel, people.
There's one One Piece movie where the director is just where the whole subtext of it is just the director ranting about how horrible a time he had working at Studio Ghibli.
Yes, it's that movie.
Oh, this is why I love doing these panels. So how are we doing for time? Cool, I've got time for a few more questions, I think. Next to Monkey D. Luffy.
Are you getting the rights to release all the Gundam series?
Ooh.
All of them?
No.
All of them. All of the Gundam. How ominous does that sound with speakers?
And put it in a giant Gundam set, resin.
If I go back to my boss with the idea that we need to make a resin Gundam mold to store every Gundam series in, he might just leave me in London and not let me go back to Glasgow. So, when it comes to Gundam, it's a bit of an interesting story because at the moment, there are only certain series that we have confirmed that we are going to be releasing. Those are Original Mobile Suit Gundam, that is Reconquista in G, which you can also actually get today on our shop, which a few weeks early, if you want to. There is also Zeta Gundam and Double Zeta. Now, Zeta Gundam, I know it's been delayed a lot. Believe me, I know it's been delayed a lot. Hopefully there'll be a resolution to that coming very, very soon, and there will be actually more tangible info I can give on that, because it's coming up very, very soon. Zeta Gundam, we've not put into the schedule yet, but that is going to be coming probably after we finish with Zeta, because it follows on directly from... Wait, Double Zeta will be getting onto the schedule once we've finished up with Double Zeta. As to whether there's going to be anything else or not, I know we're working on things, but there isn't any concrete news at the moment as far as I'm aware. Potentially my boss has said something I don't know about. Because he tends to do that a couple of times a week. And then I discover after the fact when someone asks me, oh, when's this coming out? And it's like, how do you know about that? But yeah, so no other news on Gundam at the moment, but hopefully, because I want to own some Gundam. And let's be frank, really what a lot of people want to own is either Gundam Wing or Gundam 00. Possibly Gundam Seed. Okay, right. Let's correct this. Out of the stuff that's been really prominent in the UK, Wing, 00, and Seed. But let's be fair, we do want G Gundam.
We need the Mexican Gundam!
I can't add anything to that. But those are things we would love to do, but as to whether we will be able to, or if and when, I say if and when because there's legit nothing else to say on it right now, I don't know. But hopefully. Here is hoping. There was a question towards the back over there. There wasn't. Yes, there you go. Yep.
Because I get the impression you want us to ask, what do you prefer, Coke or Pepsi?
Finally! Right, okay. So, I've still got 3 minutes. Right, so, I have been going around to all of the MCMs for the better part of the past couple of years. Every time I mention, you can ask me anything, perhaps do I like Coke or Pepsi? No one's asked it. I give you the primer, and someone's finally asked it. Pepsi all the way. Okay, right, so I will make this clear. Specifically Pepsi Max. If possible, Pepsi Max Twist, the sort of lemony one, because it actually really leaves a nice taste. However, if Coke is the only option, I much prefer Diet Coke caffeine-free.
Woo!
Because for some reason, the caffeine-free one actually tastes better. And also, it doesn't keep you up all night. There is that aspect to it. You boo being kept up all night? What? How does that work? Right, question in the hat there, yes.
You've made a lot of remarkable growth as a company over the past few years. What do you attribute that success to?
Well, it's a very good question. One I've really got to think about. This is going to sound so corny, but I actually think it's how much we all care about the company. And also how much we all care about you guys actually wanting the products as well. Because one of the things the way I treat my job is that I am representing the fans in everything I do, because I am a giant literal fan. So when it comes, for example, some of you may not know this, but I do a lot of the QC, the quality control for the discs that are put into our releases. And when I am doing the QC, I treat the QC as, right, I've bought this, what's the standard I want it to? That's how I treat it with every bit of QC I do. Some of it can drive me up the bloomin' wall, I won't lie. Some of it has been very tough to do, and I've had to perhaps think, right, can I make this work? Can I figure it out? And sometimes you have to make a concession that something just can't be done, and you go with it. But I always strived to make sure we deliver the best possible product we can. And also the way that we've adapted to feedback is another thing. Some of you may recall a few years ago, the way we were doing releases, we had sort of a certain way that the release would look. You would see our logo a lot all over the box. But then we actually adjusted that so that our logo isn't on there as much, but enough so that it can meet certain requirements that have to be on there. And we really do take feedback seriously. If there's something that people genuinely don't like about what our releases are doing or how they're being presented, we see if anything can be done. Sometimes they simply can't be done, and we just have to follow a particular format, or maybe there are constraints against us that we can't battle. But we always strive to do the best we can, because at the end of the day, we would want to own these products. That's how we always treat it. Would we pay for this? And I would like to think, pretty much all the time, the answer is yes. There may be exceptions if you don't like a show or you just vehemently don't like a movie, but even some people come up to us or say it on Facebook and Twitter, man, I hate that show, but that release looks awesome. And if we hear that, we know we're doing something right. Yay, anime! I got really uber serious just then. So, right, well, I believe I'm totally out of time. Am I? Technical team, am I totally out of time? Can you confirm? I'm going to keep... As they're not telling me, I'm just going to keep going for another minute then. So, yes. I don't know what's in the Death Parade Ultimate Edition yet.
Include a real pool table.
Include a real pool table? Yes, buddy. Oh, actually, wait, no. Where did you hear Cabaneri from? That's not right. Oh yeah, that's Andrew being his normal self and saying, I love this show, I want it. Kind of like when Kat was saying on our podcast, oh, I really hope we can release Lucky Star, and then somehow Andrew gets it. Like literally, this is no joke. There are a lot of titles that we have mentioned that there has been no news on, and I know that, believe me. What it basically means is, at the moment, tentative 2017, and sometimes there is just a big holdback before we can actually confirm anything, just because of holdbacks and such. So if there has been no news, that is more than likely why. And technical team, do you want me to stop talking now, or should I carry on gate crashing whatever's the next panel on stage? Okay. I will say, if people in the audience are doing the next panel, please just come up here and throw me off. Like, I really don't mind. So, yes. Any news on Anthem of the Heart? I believe that's going to be Q1 next year now. Because I know that was originally scheduled for either November or December, but that had to go back for various reasons that we actually didn't expect to happen. Which, unfortunately, I can't elaborate on. I make it sound all mysterious and serious, but it's really not. It just had to go back, unfortunately. And I will try this one more time, guys. So, technical team, do you want me to end my panel now? All right, you know what then? Just fair is fair. I will take 2 more questions until I'm thrown off. So, you've had your hand up for a while there in the front row. So when it comes to Fairy Tail, we are now distributing that for Funimation in the UK. That is correct. As it stands, we're going to be starting from part 10. And at the moment, our Fairy Tail releases are DVD only. Reason for that simply is that we just want to get Fairy Tail back out on the market in the UK. And the DVDs is a great way to start. And it's not ideal. We know there are loads of people who have bought the Blu-ray, and we are looking into Blu-ray. It's not to say it's never going to happen, but if we start with the DVD, then we can, I think the plan is for us to try and get 1 out a month. That's what we're hoping. And then from there, we can then work on seeing what else can happen and if Blu-ray is possible. So it is us that's handling Fairy Tail now, so keep an eye on us. The first one's out late November? I appreciate I'm a giant and my voice shouldn't go that high, but it does. So, final question. You.
Can we have a New Game Ultimate Edition, please?
Can you have a New Game Ultimate Edition? Well.
In resin.
Right, so I'll be straight up with you. If we have the New Game license, I don't know about it. I've just ruined someone's dreams. There you go. Anyone else got a random question to end on then? Yes. Any work on getting Dark and Black or Soul Eater? Not as far as I'm aware. It's something we would love to do, like Dark and Black. I mean, Soul Eater, someone's going to correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Manga Entertainment still hold the license to that, but Darker Than Black Season 1 is the one that seems to have gone into a bit of limbo. I don't know, but it'd be pretty cool if we could get it and could do maybe a collector's edition or something with it. That's just my personal opinion. That's not speaking for the company or anything. It'd be really cool if we could do that. And on that note, everybody, I am going to call an end to the panel because I honestly don't know if I'm still meant to be talking or not, and I'm fearing I'm going to get a fine or something. Whether you get fined at conventions, I don't know, but I'll find out. So, once again, everybody, thank you very much for wanting to spend part of your afternoon here. Come down to the All the Anime stand over in the North Hall. Don't forget, I believe now Shiatani, the director of Psychopaths, may still just about be doing a signing, or it's just ended in the South Hall. Otherwise, Takeshi Honda, the Evangelion animator, will be doing a signing very shortly in the South Hall as well. Thank you very much for coming, and I hope you all had a great Comic Con.